Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking the Dreaded D Rose Report and the next 500 shows. All right. Thank you. Stan said word. Stan, the guy with the stopwatch hand. Anyway, he said word last night that Access edition of Friday Night SmackDown had 6 minutes and 4 seconds of in-ring action, down last week's from 32 minutes 17 seconds. One thing I wanted to explain to you, that was a sneeze earlier, but the other thing I wanted to tell you is WWE is no longer, it's not World Wrestling Entertainment, no longer, no more, no word of wrestling is in their title, even the World and Entertainment's gone. WWE is now going to be referred to as WWE, and that's it. They will not say World Wrestling Entertainment any longer. In fact, it's long enough already, but no, they just getting rid of the wrestling out of, and they're getting rid of the wrestling out of the TV shows too, the way it seems, but that's another story. The Miami Herald reported that Booker T's drawing of his wife Sharmell sold for $900 at the WrestleMania art auction Wednesday night in Atlanta. Proceeds from the sales of the Superstar and Divas art pieces went to Children's Healthcare Center of Atlanta. As noted yesterday, Awesome Kong, who has signed to a WWE deal, has been spotted in Atlanta. While it's not been confirmed that she's going to be not debuting at WrestleMania, the news is that she's in town doesn't mean that people are going to do their speculating, which I already did yesterday. WWE brings pretty much everyone that's signed for the company to WrestleMania that weekend, whether they're performing at WrestleMania events or not. This doesn't mean Kong won't debut this weekend, but it's just she's got a signed deal, and she would most likely be in town anyway. Now, as far as Vladimir Kozlov defeating Tyler Rex today at WrestleMania Access session, where an injury angle was shot. All right, the other matches today saw Drew McIntyre defeat Chris Masters. Anyway, I'm not sure what they're doing with Kozlov, but they inserted, I'll tell you later on that, Kofi Kingston in. Although not advertised by WWE, Alex Riley told a fan yesterday at WrestleMania Access event that he's going to be accompanying WWE Champion The Miz for his match against John Cena tomorrow night at WrestleMania 27. By the way, before I forget, if you guys are getting WrestleMania, let me know whether you're getting it, you know, like today. And then tomorrow after, or well, before tomorrow evening anyway, let me know your choices on who's going to win, who's not. Let's see how accurate you can get. Which one of you 200 or 300 subscribers? We'll see. Anyway, the following wrestlers are not advertised for tomorrow night's WrestleMania 27 pay-per-view. However, Dark Match Battle Royal is expected to be taking place featuring male wrestlers not booked for the telecast. But here's the ones don't pick to win tomorrow. Alex Riley, David Hart Smith, Otunga, Bourne, Goldust, of course I think he's injured, Husky Harris, Uzos, either one of them, Mark Henry, Mason Bryan, McGillicuddy, Tarver, Primo, R-Truth. That's odd, have him out of it. Skip Sheffield, Ted DiBiase, The Great Khali, Tyson Kidd, William Regal, Yoshitatsu, and Zack Ryder. SmackDown's crew that's not showing up is Chavo, Masters, Hawkins, McIntyre, Hornswoggle, JTG, well, it says on here Kingston, but that's changed, and Beretta, Tyler Rex. Divas, not showing up. Fox, Phoenix, Bella, Brie Bella anyway, Eve, Gail Kim, Caitlin, Kelly, Maurice, Natalia, Melina, and the other Bella, and Rosa Mendez. Odd. David Otunga, Goldust, Harris, Mason Ryan, Michael Tarver, Skip Sheffield are currently on the inactive list. Figure 4 Weekly editor Brian Alvarez reports that there's a good chance that a match could be bumped from tomorrow night's WrestleMania pay-per-view cast. In that case, it'll probably be the Dark Match. Battle Royal is scheduled to take place featuring male wrestlers not booked for the pay-per-view. Plus, you might as well say it's probably going to be taped, maybe show up on their DVD. Should WWE Champion The Miz tomorrow night WrestleMania pay-per-view, he would be the third wrestler behind Chris Jericho Edge to appear on the show's closing match after being in the opener the year before. Shows how much you've come up the ladder, Miz. As reported earlier, it's been speculated all WWE employees are staying at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, so everybody just go over there, see how they're doing. Anyway, it's located at 265 Peach Street, and it's more they don't give out the phone number that weekend, this weekend. Anyway, speculation can be confirmed true as the Twitter accounts of the 1,260-room hotel announced Tuesday that WWE is going to be staying there all week. WWE conducted an angle, back to this again, injury angle, this morning's WrestleMania Access featuring the 8-man tag match. And anyway, it had Big Show, Kane, Santino, and Kaszlov taking on Jackson, Slater, Gabriel, and Wade Barrett. But anyway, following Kozlov's victory over Tyler Rex, the Core attacked Raw Superstar, and then the faction used steel steps to crush the Moscow Mauler's shoulder against the ring. Moscow. Anyway, WWE acknowledged the attack on their website, Twitter, and YouTube since erupted with photos and videos, I guess, of the incident. Footage also serves to lead WWE Universe wondering about Kozlov's condition and the condition he's going to be in for the 8-man tag match at WrestleMania. The angle will play out with Kaszlov being removed from the 8-man tag match and replaced by Kingston. The announcement has not taken, has not expected to make until the match takes place, tonight. Kingston, by the way, dropped the IC belt to Barrett last week on SmackDown, if you forgot. This morning's WrestleMania Access Q&A session, Shawn Michaels teased being involved in the Undertaker match versus Triple H at Access. He says, when asked about Triple H ending the Undertaker streak, Michaels says, "I'm not sure I can let him do that. Or can I?" He then commented on whether he plans to interfere in the match. He says, "I'll do everything I can not to stick my nose in. Maybe." He also added, "Do you ever find yourself, you're the, for the meanest people," it says, "to love you the most. If I ruin his chance of ending the streak, I'm sure he'll beat the tar out of me at any moment. But I'm sure he'd forgive me eventually." Oh. Michael's role, by the way, in the match has not been announced, so I would like to see Vince McMahon do the refereeing. CM Punk was backstage visiting friends, by the way, at the Ring of Honor event. Honor takes center stage in Atlanta, Georgia. That's his old home stomping ground, Ring of Honor. Former WWE talent Armando Estrada announced on his Twitter account he plans to reopen his restaurant called Baby Steaks and Lemonade. Why, I don't know. Anyway, as noted before, TNA Ric Flair, he was at WWE Hotel in Atlanta and is going to be attending the Hall of Fame to see Shawn Michaels' induction. Apparently, TNA has known about Flair's plans to attend the Hall of Fame in mid-January and has been kind of an issue of discussion with the company. That's about it. Flair's going to do what he wants to do anyway. Jim Ross wrote the following on his Twitter about Flair being in Atlanta. He says, "Good seeing Flair with the Hall of Famers Harley Race and Ric Flair telling stories at a bar." He said, Natch is saying he's going to see HBK to the Hall of Fame. Shawn Michaels has filmed interview footage, by the way, for WWE this weekend where he's talking about Steve Austin and $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. They're making a DVD of him. Shawn talked about the Attitude Era with Austin, his Mid-South wrestling days with Ted DiBiase, and shared faith with DiBiase. Footage for DiBiase was likely filmed for the DVD later this year. And footage on Austin is likely for the Steve Austin versus Rock, the Rivalry DVD that's coming out later in the year. And some friends attending the Kevin Nash, yes there was one, a Kevin Nash-Sean Waltman party at the Sutra Lounge in Atlanta. The two hosts were great, hanging out with fans, answering questions. Nash was asked what he'd like to, if he'd like to be back at WWE. He compared it to your first bit of oral sex 50 times. Oh, on that note, I might as well get over here. But thanks for clicking, you guys. Let me know who you think is going to win. I gotta go.